Hey guys, Brian and Jeff with WorkshopAddict.com, and we have, or I have, a small obsession with these DEWALT racks, the seats, the benches. So it's one of those things where I got involved in this. I just totally dig it. And then JS Products, who licensed this to DEWALT, contacted us and said, hey, we've got some other stuff that go with these that we think you really like. So what we're going to show you are some new options that they have that you can get in certain places, but we can't find them online. So we're not sure if they're going to be coming out online.
Haven't been released yet. What's the story on them?
Or if you can get them in certain places that they sell direct in the store. So maybe if you guys have seen them, you can help us out. But we're going to start out with some cool accessories here for the different racks. We have the 10,000 pound rack in front of us. And this accessory specifically is pegboard, and it's model number DXST10000PSK. Comes in 2 pieces, and this pegboard's pretty cool.
It's not your typical pegboard. It's all metal, crimped edges. It's pretty solid.
You can mount it in the back, anywhere you want. Of course, you can adjust it up and down in 2-inch levels, just like all the shelves. Or you can mount it on the side, which it has all the pieces to mount both pieces fully on the side with 3 supports, or it goes on the back with 2 supports each piece. This is all up to you. Do you want a back so you don't push things off the shelf?
Which, that's our problem all the time. If you
Or do you want something that can be stored? Because if you want storage, maybe you want to raise them up to the top and hang wrenches. I don't see that, at least here, because you're reaching through everything.
This is more of a shelf than a workspace.
Right.
So we're using them as a back so things don't slide off. If you're one of the people that hang a lot of things, put them on both ends. There's a lot of different options.
Tons of options here, but this creates a new way of adding more storage to these units. So we also have a lot for the 4,500 pound shelves. So let's bring those out, show you what we have there, because that stuff's pretty cool. So if you have the 4,500 pound DEWALT shelving units, you know, you can stack them. You can do just about anything you want with them. And we put this together in a configuration that would work for us. So know that a lot of this can be changed. But the first thing that we added was this drawer on the bottom that does not have a top to it. So it's not meant to be a workstation like we have in the middle. This is model number DXST4500DK. This is going to come in a very small box, and you have to kind of
it's only 1.5 inches thick.
Unfold some things and put it together.
4 bolts, you're done.
It's really simple. It's the hardest part's probably putting on the front handle, and that's nothing, absolutely nothing. So you put it together, slide it into place, and you have a fairly deep drawer, what, 6 inches deep at least?
5 anyways.
And
the nice thing about it is you can place it anywhere you want.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It fits in the same slots, goes in the same place, top, bottom, anywhere you'd like to have it, you're there. I think it's meant to have a shelf over top of it, and this fits very well with the laminate shelving unit. If you had a metal grate, it might be awkward to have a drawer underneath it.
It might be filled up faster than you want it.
Maybe that'd be an easy way of putting things in it. So the next thing that we went on to is this desktop drawer here. This is model number DXST4500WTD. And this is another deep shelving unit that's lockable. And it can go either way. It could fit inside one of these. And I guess if you had the grate shelving units, the metal grate tops, this would be perfect for underneath the shelf.
Or you could put it right to the top and use it as the top of your shelf.
You could add a 4th shelf, exactly. It's meant to be a workstation, technically, but it does have a top, like I said, lockable. It can go on the inside or the outside. We used it to connect 2 of these together. I don't know, I mean, to me, it just makes sense.
I mean, for a lot of guys that want a workstation in the back of their garage, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And different heights for different people.
We set it up with our epic DEWALT stool, which I love that rolling stool. A lot of people said, you know, it's too high for what I do. I get it. But for this situation where you might have paperwork or something to do, you don't want to sit that low. You roll right into this. We set it up to the height that you want, and it's perfect. Now, just like the larger 10,000 pound rack, you can also get pegboard for the smaller 4500s. Those come with 2 pieces in their model number DXST4500PSK. These come with an extra bar that allows you to stand them up. So you could stand them up on the back of a rack, in the middle, anywhere you want.
You can mount them to the back like we did on the big one, anywhere.
You can mount them on the side. You could mount them standing up back here. You have all kinds of options with this. And that's, I like that they came with that option because it allows you to kind of expand. If you didn't want to have the shelf in between, you could lower them down and just put pegboard in between, hang your tools. A lot of guys are into pegboard.
It's the modern day Lincoln log set.
Yeah, it's true. So when you're looking at this too, there's also things that you can purchase for just about any place in your shop, as this is a kind of a catch-all, a little bin, but it's magnetic on the back and magnetic on the bottom. But you can move these magnets around. They're just a Phillips screw here, and you could put 3 on the back, none on the bottom, 3 on the bottom, none on the back, anything you want. And they can go anywhere, absolutely anywhere. So that model number is DXSTA10MPB. DEWALT loves their long numbers.
At least you can say them.
Jesus. So if you're looking for something that's just going to go to anything that's metal, it doesn't have to be anything, and if you're into yellow, you can put these things around. I like this idea. I mean, especially for the lift or anything that we're doing underneath, we can shove some bolts in there, collect things up.
And the yellow color might not get lost as easy.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see it. It does stand out, but you know, it matches these racks quite well. Everything here is nice quality. I like that about these racks. And I know from our other video, a lot of people came out and said, well, I can get different things. I can get a lot of stuff from Costco. And we have some racks from Sam's Club. You know, those silver ones that we roll around. They don't come apart as easy as this.
And they're not as versatile.
So I get it. There are other options out there. I think that what we'd like to stress, if you haven't looked at the review that we did of the other models here, of the actual workbenches, not the additions, check that out. We could pop these apart, move them around in less than 5 minutes, and put them back together. They're just made that simple, and that's what's nice about them. They're also not overly expensive. You might pay a slight premium for the build quality, but other than that, I think this is a quality set. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, we've got reviews on the seats, the rollers, the benches, the racks, the accessories. We've got it all. And I don't think they make anything else, but if they do,
we'll let you know.
We're going to get it. So thank you for your time, guys. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. We got a lot of tool news coming out, a lot of giveaways, a lot of different things happening. Also subscribe to Wrenches and Rides if you want to see what we do outside tool reviews and have a little fun with us riding some trails, working on some cars, different things like that. We always thank you for your time. Have a great day.